Uh-huh. Okay, got it down.
Okay, so it should look something like this. Somewhere to the left, that's x equals -3.
Okay.
Okay, next question here is we're going to identify the horizontal asymptote.
Yep. Okay.
Let me grab the function one more time. You can do it when it's
Identify
in
the
this form.
horizontal asymptote.
Yep. You can do it when it's in this form. Do you remember how to do it?
It's set you have to find the top from zero. So it's
Nope, that is
three.
not correct. That is not
The
correct.
coefficients.
Nope. Yes, it's the coefficients if it's one fraction. Is this a single fraction?
It's no. There we go. There's
No.
-5.
The answer is y equals -5. So on your graph here, could you graph that? Could you graph that horizontal line? Y equals -5, another dashed line.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Wrote it down.
Okay, so you have a horizontal line on your graph?
The horizontal line.
Yeah, did you graph the
Yeah.
horizontal line?
The horizontal line. It's y equals -5. So yeah.
Where is it? Is it above or below this line? Is it above or below this line?
Above.
Okay, so it's up here, so it's a positive number? Is it -5 a negative number?
No, it's a bottom. It's gonna be at the bottom.
Okay, so did you graph it or not? Like, I already know how to graph these, Sourish. I don't need any help graphing these, but you do.
Okay, yeah. There we go. Okay.
All right, so let's take a look at the next thing here. So the domain and range are broken up by the horizontal and the vertical asymptotes. The domain is X such that X is an element of the real numbers. Is that something you've seen in class? The set builder notation?
Yeah, that right there, that's like the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
I've seen
So
that so many
what
times and I don't even know like what is that, like some kind of code or something?
it's set builder notation. It's set notation used in math classes. You just have to know how to write it down. You just have to follow the symbols. Now, the value that X cannot be is the vertical asymptote. What's the value of the vertical asymptote? The problem.
And the value of the vertical asymptote is x equals -3.
Yeah, very good. Okay. The range is similar. It's Y such that Y is an element of the real numbers. Y cannot be. And this time it's the horizontal asymptote. What is the
Okay,
horizontal
and for the
asymptote?
horizontal asymptote, that's gonna be mm, a -1.
Where did you come up with that?
Because I just remembered it for what we did on the problem.
I get the feeling you're not writing anything down because we just wrote down the horizontal asymptote. It's not -1.
Because I just saw on my paper that was -1. It's okay. It's -5.
What would you like us
Y
to
equals
work on today,
-5.
Sourish? If you don't want us to work on this, please pick something else for us to work on.
It's y equals -5.
Okay. Do you want us to work on this problem or do you want to work on something else?
I want to work on this problem.
Okay. All right. So the next thing here that it asks for is to rewrite the common denominator. Let's go back and look at this. See if we can rewrite it with a common denominator. How do you write the number 5? This number right here, 5. How do you write that as a fraction?
You write that as a fraction. You remember we just know about the fractions that we just put that in. You just put that like 5/1.
That's
Yeah.
right. So it looks like this, 3x plus 3 minus 5/1. Now, to make a common fraction, what should you multiply the top and the bottom by on the right here? What do you multiply the top and the bottom by?
You multiply on top and the bottom by you multiply by 5 because the arrow's pointing at 5.
No. What is the bottom over here on the right on the left?
X plus 3.
That's what you multiply the top and bottom by.
Okay. Now what? Okay.
So it's 3 over x plus 3 minus 5x plus 3 over x plus 3. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now on the right, this -5 distributes into both of these. Tell me what that becomes when you multiply in by -5.
So we multiply 3 times -5.
No, -5 times the x minus 5 times the 3.
-5 times x is a -5, -15.
-15x. No, sorry. What about when you multiply by yes, it is -15, but what about times the x?
-5 times x, that's just a -5.
-5x.
Hmm.
Are there any like terms on the top?
Like terms on the top. Yes, yeah. 15, -15 and 3. So yeah,
Does that become?
no.
What do they add up to?
They just well for them they added to negative oh, -15.
Nope.
They got so -15 plus 3. That's should I use my calculator?
Sure.
-18.
Nope.
That's what I did. -15 minus 3.
But that's not what's written though. Is it 3 positive or negative?
The 3 positive and negative. Yes.
You can't. Yeah, this isn't a logic class. Is the 3 positive or negative?
3 is a positive.
Okay. So here's what you said. Here's the way it's written. They're not the same. You cannot make up stuff. You can't add or subtract information. It's like English.
Eng- okay. It's like English.
It's like anything else in life. You can't just add information to things.
Well, it was a positive three because you can see up there, it's just a three up there. Okay. Okay, Matthew.
I'm waiting for the answer, Sourish.
3 times oh, 3 minus -15. 18.
This is what you said. That's what you said. Still not because the same as what's written there.
But you told me it was not the one right there.
Well, no, you've said this first one and this bottom one. They're both wrong. The one I've circled is correct. That's the way it's written. There's a
Mm,
3 minus a 15. It's not minus 15 minus 3. It's not 3 minus a minus 15. You cannot add information to this.
oh, I get it now. I get it now. It's like whenever we do the vertical asymptote, we do like, for example, in we just do 3 minus 3 and 0 minus 3, and it's gonna be a -3. It's like that.
No, I'm asking you to combine like terms in the numerator.
Okay.
You know how to do this. You're just choosing not to do it because you've done this hundreds of times in our previous lessons.
I got in my calculator, I got -12.
Well, is that correct or not?
It's not correct. Well, it can't be correct.
All right, it is correct.
But okay.
All right, so here's your new function. You guys using g of x and g of x. Okay, now from your notes, don't tell me what you think, feel. I don't want any of that. I want to know from your notes, what does it say how to calculate the x-intercept?
On the calculated x-intercept, you calculate an x-intercept. You remember about that. It's just you switch the 0 to the bottom. So
Nourish.
what you do is that for example, I think I remember that in my notes, I remember that you just transfer the 0 into x.
That's not what's in your notes.
Yeah.
Go look in your notes from our previous lesson.
Okay. Are you doing anything good at the weekend, Matthew? Are you doing anything fun in the weekend?
Uh, Sarah, this time is for you. I don't think it's a good use of our time to talk about that, but be happy to talk about that at the end of the lesson.
Okay. Oh my God, the internet. It's just the internet, Matthew. The internet's like this.
Take your time.
Oh my God, the internet. Okay. All right. I'm in there.
It
So the
doesn't matter
vertical
which ones.
asymptote. Mm-hmm.
We've covered
I'll
this in
tell
every
you.
lesson, recent lesson we've done, probably from earlier this week.
I saw. I see it in my notes.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. The vertical asymptote is x plus 3 equals 0. Mm-hmm. And another vertical asymptote is um
we're looking for the x-intercept though.
the x-intercept. Yeah. For the first vertical asymptote is x plus 3 equals 0.
Which notes are you looking at? Which week? Which day?
That was on December 7th.
Okay, let's go look at December 7th notes.
Yeah, I'm in there.
December 7th was a week ago. All right. There's nothing in here about finding x-intercepts, so this is not the right day's notes to look at.
But there's the x right at the bottom.
All right. Did we have a lesson earlier this week where we covered any of this? Like maybe 2 days ago?
We're at 725.
So I'm looking at the notes from Tuesday. Could you pull up those notes?
Yeah, I'm trying, but it's because of the internet's like this. I told my dad I'm gonna be getting a new computer.
Okay.
So Tuesday, where is it? Trying to find Tuesday. Um, I cannot even find it. It's just there's so many things.
You want me to resend it to you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
In you can send it in Yahoo.
Well, believe it or not, I send to both of you guys the notes every single lesson.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Which email address?
Um,
Yahoo
Sky
or
Kayatari.
okay. All right. It has been sent. It's been sent.
Okay, let me resume it. Okay, I see it now. I see it.
Okay. Well, it's in the notes there. And we even did some examples about how to find the x-intercept.
Uh, ah, okay, I think it is here. I think it's here. I still can't find it, Matthew. It's just there's nothing. I cannot find it.
I'm not sure what to tell you. It's your responsibility to be able to check your email. It's your responsibility to tell me, hey, I didn't get the notes from last time. It's been sent twice now, and I've not gotten a message back that says that it was not delivered. Check your spam, check your trash, check your all mail.
You want to send it to me in my messages? In the messages?
No, I want you to, clearly you've not been looking at your email. I mean, I send these every time we have a lesson.
The Gmail just let just the Gmail in my phone just automatically logged out.
Well, I sent it to the Yahoo like you had asked. It's also sent to your Gmail account as well.
And this is the one. Yes. Yes. Okay. There we go. Yes. I'm in there, Matthew.
Okay. I'm still looking for your answer to how do you find the x-intercept? We did this a bunch of times on Tuesday.
Hmm. You find the x-intercept, you just have to be able to find the x-intercept. Can I have my time?
Your what?
Can I have my time to figure it out
How much time do you need?
for like 2 minutes so I
Okay,
can figure it out?
sure. All right, your 2 minutes are pretty close to being up. What did you
Yep,
come up with?
I got it, Matthew.
Okay,
First I did negative 5x minus 12 equals 0 plus 5 plus 12 and plus 12, and then I got myself 12.
yes, you set the top equal to 0.
Yep,
That's what
that's what
we've
I
been
did.
trying to figure out for the last 10 minutes.
Yep,
So how are you going to remember that? That when I ask you again, you actually can tell me.
I have to look through the notes.
Well, yeah, or you got to write it down on a note card or something. Okay, so can you solve this for x, please?
Yep, plus 12, that's a 12 for 0, and then negative 5 divide by 5 and 12, divide by 5, that's going to be I'll use my calculator. That's a 2.4. I just saw on my calculator.
That is not correct.
Well, I did 12 divided by 5.
Oh, but this, so what you said is also not correct. There's a mistake there.
Negative 5x equals 12.
This is
Negative
correct.
5x.
That's right. That's correct. So
Is
far,
that,
you're good.
wait, wait, that's correct?
Yep.
Okay, okay. Well, I was thinking I have to divide like that.
You do divide.
Yeah.
What should you divide by?
By 5 and 12, or 5 to 12.
Is 5 the number in front of x?
Yeah, but it has negative.
So what number is in front of x?
-5.
Okay, so what should you divide by?
12 divided by -5.
Okay, what is the answer?
That's a -2.4.
Okay, that works.
But it's just a 2.4. Is it like, is there gonna be like to be just one whole number?
I don't know. I'm not sure what's gonna be on your test, but I know that when you said 2.4 and the answer is -2.4, those are not the same.
Hmm.
They're very
And I have to
different.
charge my computer. My it's about to die.
Okay, well, it's your responsibility, Sourish, to have your computer charged before the lesson. It's your responsibility.
Yeah, it's just because this computer is old, that's why.
Whose responsibility is it to have your computer charged?
Me.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other things that you need to do that are going to interrupt our lesson here?
No.
Okay. Next thing is the y-intercept.
The y-intercept, well, it's you
So
just
go
do
to
a
your
review. Let
notes.
me go to my
Go to your notes,
yep.
and
I'm just
I
going to
don't
my
want
notes.
you to
I'm going to my notes.
please give me the right answer. Please do not tell me something that's wrong. It's in your notes. It'd be there.
Okay. Okay. Yes, okay. -5, -5, 0. You put that.
So you put 0 in for x.
Yep, 0 in for
That's
x.
that's what you need to remember. That's what you should be telling me. Okay, go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and calculate that for me, please. G of 0.
G of 0. Okay, got it. That is going to be a -2.
How did you come up with that?
I come up with that because the x at the bottom right here in 3 is a 0 plus 3.
Okay. What does
So
the top become? What does the bottom become?
-5 times 0 is 0, minus 12 is -12.
And what does the bottom become?
And for 0 plus 3 is 3.
Okay, so how does that become -2?
Um, well, I was thinking it was 2 because I multiplied it and I just thought because okay, sorry about that. 3 divided by -12 is a -4.
-12 divided by 3 is -4. The order matters.
Okay. Should I put a y equals -4?
Sure.
Hmm. Okay. There we go. Okay, Matthew. There we go.
Right. So, I mean, keep in mind, sir, so with the problem, we've only done 4 things. And it's taken us 35 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Is that acceptable to you?
I don't think that's acceptable because it
I
needs
don't
to be
think so
less
either.
than that.
It's a lot of time for one question.
Yeah, it needs to be like 5 minutes or 2 minutes.
Okay, let's look at another one here.
Okay.
What is the vertical asymptote?
The vertical asymptote for that. hmm Vertical asymptote is going to be the x plus 1.
It's an equation. Give me the final answer. What are
Yep.
you doing with the x plus one? You're setting it.
X plus 1 equals 0 minus 1, and minus 1 to 0, and that's going to be -1.
It's an equation. That's an equal sign. Give me the full equation.
X equals -1.
Okay, very good. How about the horizontal asymptote?
The horizontal the asymptote is going to be a coefficient, but it's going to be a coefficient, but you're saying it's going to be a -3.
Y equals -3 when it's in this form.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now let's make this into a single fraction. Single
A single
fraction.
fraction,
Yes. So how do you write the 3 as a fraction?
you put a 1 over 1,
Over 1. Now what do you multiply the top and the bottom by?
top and the bottom by. You multiply the top and bottom by um yeah, x plus 1.
Okay, very good. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so it's 2 over x plus 1 minus 3 times x plus 1 over x plus 1. You want to treat it as -3 multiplying in here.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what that becomes when you multiply in.
Okay. Okay, when you multiply that, and that's going to be -3 times x is -3x plus 1. -3 times 1 is going to be -3. So -3x plus minus -3.
Okay, gotta be careful with what you're saying. -3x minus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to combine like terms. 2 and -3. What does that become?
Yeah, 2 and a -3. That's going to become that's going to become that's going to become for that one right there. Mm-hmm. And so you subtract them, and then that's going to be in well, 2 minus -3. That's going to be, you have to add them up, and that's going to be a -5.
And it's not correct. It feels like we're having the same discussion that we had earlier, Sourish.
It's different now.
No, it's not. And okay, it is, but it isn't. Like you're you're giving me you have the right numbers, but you're like adding stuff to it. You can't add stuff to it.
Well, I did 2 minus -3, but then you have to add them
But
because it's
that's not what it says though. It doesn't say that. Tell me
okay.
what's in the first blue circle.
2
What's in the second blue circle?
-3.
Okay, there's not a minus. It's just 2 and a -3.
Mm-hmm.
So try again, please.
2 minus 3.
Yes.
It's a -1.
Okay, much better. So this is -3x minus 1 over x plus 1. Now, I want you to look in your notes and tell me how you find the x-intercept.
Okay. And how do you find x-intercept? Well, I know that. I'm gonna go check in my notes. -3x minus 1 equals 0.
Okay,
Plus
so
1
set it
plus
equals
1.
0. Yep. Solve for
That's
x,
gonna
please.
be, yep, and plus 1, that's gonna be a 1. And then -3x, and 1. You divide them by -3, and -3. 1 divided by -3. Can I use my calculator?
Leave it as a fraction, please.
I'll leave it as a fraction.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 over -3.
Okay, so that's -1/3.
Okay.
Now,
Negative 1.
how do you find the y-intercept?
The y-intercept. Okay. You put zeros in the x.
Okay, go ahead and find f of 0, please.
It's 1.
No, it is not.
The
Try again.
0 over 1. Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not what you're saying. So go ahead and try it again.
Negative 3 times 0 is 0 minus 1 is a we that's a 0 minus 1 is a 1. A 1. 0 plus 1 is 1.
What does the top become?
Negative 1.
What does the bottom become?
1. And then divide them, and that's just going to be a negative 1.
Okay, you finally give me the right answer. You did not up until that point.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're gonna stop there for today.
Okay.